Picture your sales floor in 2028, and most of the sellers aren't human. Here's how the sharpest teams are getting ready. By 2028, the people selling to your business might not be people at all. Gartner projects that within a few years, AI agents will outnumber human sellers by 10 to 1, that 90% of all business-to-business buying will be handled by AI agents, and that over $15 trillion, roughly half of US GDP, will route through software acting on behalf of buyers. Now, these are forecasts, not guarantees. But even if they're only half right, one thing is clear. The machines are about to sit on both sides of the table. So the real question isn't whether your sales team gets outnumbered, it's what survives when it does. Here's what most people miss. For decades, every meaningful action in sales was taken by a human. Someone researched the account, wrote the email, qualified the reply, booked the meeting. Software just watched and recorded it. In the agent era, that flips. The agents take the actions, continuously, thousands of times a day. And that breaks the job of your revenue systems. They were built to observe what humans did. Now they have to govern what agents do. That is not the same system with more AI bolted on. It's a different architecture entirely. Today's revenue stack breaks in 3 places. 1. The data. It's built around the deal, the opportunity a human creates. But agents don't work in deals, they work in signals, acting the moment intent appears. A system waiting for someone to log a deal can't keep up. 2. The decisions. The rules for who to chase, what to send, when to discount, they live in people's heads and Slack threads. An agent can't inherit that. Give it no explicit policy, and it will invent its own. And 3. The visibility. Today, you stitch the story together after the deal closes. When agents take most of the actions, there's no clean record of who did what. Stitch it together later simply stops working. So here's what survives. A 4-layer architecture, built in order. Layer 1. Data. Make accounts and signals the primary unit, not deals. Layer 2. Decision. Write your policy down and version it so agents follow rules you control instead of improvising. Layer 3. Handoff. Define exactly where an agent stops and a human takes over. Complex negotiation, strategic accounts, the edge cases. Everything else stays with the agents. And Layer 4. Observability. Log every agent action, what it did, on what input, under what rule, with what result. So your forecast reads from reality instead of guessing at it. Get the order right, and the vendors fit around it. Get it wrong, and no tool will save you. This reshapes the team, too. Revenue operations stops being a tooling function and becomes an architecture function. 4 roles emerge. The architect, who owns the 4-layer model. The decision engineer, who writes and tests the policy that governs the agents. The agent operator, who runs the agents day-to-day, the new version of the SDR manager. And the forecast steward, who owns the integrity of the number the CFO is betting on. Smaller teams combine these, bigger teams go deeper, but the shift is the same everywhere. If you lead a revenue team, here's where to start. Stop entering deals. Start capturing signals. Write your policy down, all of it. Define exactly what only humans do. Log every agent action, every time. And re-architect the function, not just the tools. Bolting agents onto an old system produces more noise, not more revenue. Here's the bottom line. The forecast is doing a lot of work here, but the point holds even if the numbers are half what's projected. Meaningful work is moving from humans to agents, and a function built to watch humans cannot govern machines. So revenue operations faces a choice. Become the architecture that governs the new system, or become a report on a system someone else controls. The teams that start now, while they still have optionality, will define the next decade of selling. This was a GTM Bench Review briefing. The full issue is linked below, and there's a new one every Friday. I'll see you in the next one.